All right, hey guys, so welcome back and thank you for joining me again on my fitness reset journey. If you haven't seen the first two videos, I am doing a chronological vlogging series on this group that I've been a part of called the Equestrian's Edge fitness group by Krista Montero. So it's a month-long introductory program specifically for equestrians that focuses on healthy eating and exercises that will strengthen our muscles and stamina for horseback riding. So last week I talked a little bit about confidence and how doing this eating plan and how doing these exercises was really boosting my confidence, and I was digging it, and I still am. So I am halfway through the program now, so my last reflection was just entering into week 2. So now we're going to talk about week 3. And as far as this week's reflection goes, I had a major breakthrough last week because I went riding 2 days out of the week. Usually I only get to do 1 day, but both times the next day I woke up and I wasn't sore after riding. It was a freaking miracle. So I'm always super sore after I ride. So, which tells me that all of these exercises that we're doing is strengthening the same muscles that we use for riding. So that was a huge bonus. As far as the eating plan goes and just the general fitness program is going, I have not been sleeping as well. Usually my hormones will kind of go out of whack, once a month, and so it's harder to sleep, and so it's been really hard to stay away from the sugar in order to, boost my energy levels. And so I just had 1 day where I mean, it wasn't like real sugar, not conventionally. I would normally go for like a cookie or something, or like a chocolate croissant. Come on now. But I went for a whole pack of dried mangoes. I mean, it was a Trader Joe's pack, but still, I was like, no one needs that many mangoes in one sitting. So the rest of the day, my blood sugar was just like up and down and up and down, and I just felt like I needed to eat all the time. So you live, you learn, right? So the thing is that at this point, I'm kind of learning in tandem with what I was talking about last week about confidence and just kind of focusing on being healthy and not necessarily being skinnier or having a certain look. Part of this process is just giving yourself grace when and trying to gain understanding when you have a bad eating day or it's really hard to get through the exercises. So I just kind of had to give myself grace and just say, hey, it was a tougher day, you didn't sleep that well, you had some extra sugar, at least it was just natural sugar, but still, it's progress from where you were 2-3 years ago. So anyhow, I was just trying to extend some grace to myself for having a tough day and for the results. And so, next time I'll plan better, when I know that I'm tired, maybe, I'll have a more protein and packed breakfast, more natural fats, less sugar. So anyhow, as far as goals for this week, I really need to focus on getting more vegetables in because that's just a habit that I need to incorporate. I really am not the type to gravitate towards vegetables. I mean, who is, right? Unless you know better. So I started doing that with water. Water is just my religion right now, so to speak. So I do water every day when I get up. That's the first thing I do is get a glass of water. And then I notice that I stay conscious of needing to drink water throughout the rest of the day if that's the very first thing I do. So I think the same thing with vegetables. If I'm trying, I will try to incorporate it into my breakfast and into my lunch and into my dinner. It's just a matter of changing my habits. So that's what I'm working on. The reflection that I wanted to share, though, is that as far as, I was feeling, like I was sharing last week, I was feeling more confident, but something that I'm really noticing more too, the farther I go with this program, is that I have a lot easier time in my mind the more that I'm taking care of my body with what I'm eating and taking care of my body with how I'm exercising. So the combination of eating healthy food, and doing these varied workouts that include cardio and strength training, different areas of your body, and stretching. Stretching is so huge. I had no idea. That really plays a huge role in your emotional health. At least it has been for me. I'm sure that there's plenty of research that backs this up because I've heard it everywhere. But it's different to hear it than it is to actually experience it yourself. So if there was one encouragement that I would give to anyone who's considering either this program or any fitness program whatsoever, it's that if you struggle with depression, if you struggle with anxiety, if you just struggle with like mood swings, consider what you could be doing to kind of help boost your moods and stabilize your moods through eating well and through exercising. And that sounds really trite, but that's not my heart. I know that there's no simple answer, especially when you deal with a chemical imbalance. But for just the everyday ups and downs of life, it makes a huge difference to be treating your body well and to be pushing it to exercise, because that releases endorphins and reduces stress. And when your stress is reduced, then you kind of approach your situations with a lot more calm and a lot more peace, and then usually those situations work out better. So it's just kind of like a snowballing cycle of if you treat your body well, you have more peace dealing with situations, and then those situations are often going to pan out better because you're not acting in fear, and then that's just going to snowball into a more healthy lifestyle in general. So anyway, that's my encouragement, is that if you're on the fence, or if you're just not wanting to join a fitness program or changing your lifestyle because you're afraid of being disappointed about how much weight you don't lose, or you just don't know how it's going to pan out, I would just say, which that was the case for me. I had a really long struggle, and one of these days I will share my struggle with weight loss and all of emotional eating and overeating and all that. But if you struggle with joining a weight loss program or a fitness program just from the standpoint that you don't want to get your hopes up because of being focused on a number, just don't do it because of that. Do it because you want to treat your body well, and you want to have a more peaceful outlook and a more peaceful starting point for every day. So anyway, feel free to ask me any questions. I'd love to answer them. I will link my email below, and I'll also link my blog and social channels, and I would love to talk to you. So if you like this sort of content, equestrian lifestyle and fitness and health, just give me a thumbs up on this video or leave a comment below. If this is something that you guys are interested in, I'll keep doing videos like this. So anyway, take care. Have a wonderful week. Make it a good one.